Hello everyone and welcome to my Week 7 video in the VBL-S. This is the final game of the main season against the Cincy Minchies, or the Cincinnati Mincinos, which is, it's pretty exciting. So I'm playing against an absolutely terrifying coach with a terrifying team who somehow managed to have just a very poor season. They've had some very bad RNG, and I hope they're not going to bring that RNG up against me, because it would be... sorry, I hope this isn't the game where they get their, their revenge and their balanced RNG back. But yeah, they've got an absolutely terrifying team. So they've got Sneasel, which is the... Sneasel? No, I have Sneasel. They have Crobat, which is the best Tailwind setter in the format. I don't know, maybe, I forget if there are pranks to Tailwind mons besides Murkrow. No, I still think Crobat's better, because it's immune to Fake Out, which is the main counterplay to a lot of these things, yeah, sorry. Crobat, terrifying. Jolteon, it's pretty strong into my team. Specifically, Heatran is a terrifying monster of offense. Ambi is definitely not to be ignored. It's been... I've seen it do some really good performances in, on cart and on ladder with these sorts of mons, even if it's not been having the strongest season for James himself. It is also, tying speed with my fastest mon and then faster than every other one I have, which is pretty spooky. Metacham, which is incredibly powerful as a mon. Sharpedo, which is a really good cleaner sort of mon, and Feraligatr, which if I give Feraligatr a free turn, can absolutely blitz through my entire team. As well as Haunted, that's terrifying, and they have a Dusclops for some reason with Aaron as their Trick Room abuser. So that's interesting. Also, you guys might be noticing this. Well, I'm playing this before my week 6. I don't know if I'm going to put it up before my week 6 or not, but I am playing this before my week 6, as both of us were just very busy, and schedules don't always work out, Alright, so I don't really remember my thought process, because I did build this about a week ago, and I also built for my week 6 like a week before that, so I don't really remember my prep for that either. But let's okay, I have a Sentry. I have Trick Room. Right, yes, that's right, I have Trick Room. And then I have a non-Trick Room option. It's not very good. Yeah, so I've got Rotom. I'm pretty sure Rotom Thunder is the only way to, I don't even have Sneasel. This is the first time. Rotom Thunder is the only way to, reliably Oko Crobat, which is nice. Jolteon's only got Voltage Absorb, not Lightning Rod, so at least it doesn't absorb the moves. So, yeah, that's fun. Their ground matchup after that is a bit mid, though they do have, pretty strong ways to get damage. I mean, not really kind of, but mostly these two are very strong ways to get damage into Hippo. And then Hippo's got Crunch for Crobat, I guess. Crobat and the Carnivine. Carnivine's got Rage Powder, so it is technically useful, I guess. Breloom. I don't remember the matchup, man. I'm so confused. I think Breloom was one of my Trick Room abusers. Yeah, it is. And then I got more with Sheer Force. It's the Life... yeah, that's right. It's Life Orb, Sheer Force, and Focus Blast, so I can 2-hit Heatran. I forgot about exactly how bad my Heatran matchup is if I don't have Trick Room up and Breloom in, Yeah, Telepathy Gardevoir so that I can EQ next to it. I can EQ next to Rotom, and I can technically EQ next to Breloom, even though the Breloom itself doesn't love it. It's not taking crazy amounts of damage because it does resist. As well as I have Protect on my grounded mons. Well, this one's not so much, but these two are the ones that would be next to it. No Fake Out support, which is unfortunate because Sneasel's my only Fake Out mon, and it's just not amazing here. So yeah, that's the game. Yeah, I don't really know. It looks a bit wacky. I'm not gonna lie, it does look a bit wacky. Yeah, sorry, I was doing some mocks with the Jordan, and it was very interesting. Very excited. If you guys aren't already, you should follow Jordan's High Roller Draft League performance. I'm just letting my opponent know, because I probably should have thought of this a little bit earlier with them. But yeah, so they've got super terrifying sort of team. Right, their thing is just their name. I will pop them the challenge. BSP Battle Festival doubles. Good, I do have the top one there. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, he's only starting I was running out. Okay, he's starting his recording. Yeah, so that team is kind of terrifying. Let me just remind myself of what options it has. Yeah, I mean, its ground matchup is pretty mid. It's got immunities, and then beyond the immunities, it's not very good into ground. Like, Jolter and Heatran are both expecting come, and then they, you know, don't love the matchup there. Yeah, and I've got Crunch for Haunter, that's right. Yeah, Crunch is, I think, an Oko into Haunter, but I don't actually remember. Yeah, God, my team is so kind of crap into it, except for Rotom. And then Rotom is also super reliant on having speed control, and they have really good speed control. Rotom's immune to Fake Out, which is nice. I forget if Shadow Ball Oko's, Metacham or not. I couldn't fit Discharge because I really wanted the Thunder for the chance to have the KO into Crobat. If I decide to go a more fast mode option, which would be like still having Gardevoir, having Rotom, and then like more. It really depends on what 6 come, you know. But yeah, Central might actually hit the field for once. It's good on it, and Sneasel is not coming for the first time. I think I might be dying on account of not having Sneasel, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, also speed time Metacham with Gardevoir. That's the reason for my speed on there. And I don't remember what the exact speed reasoning is for Rotom, but... Oh no, yeah, this way it speed ties with literal max speed invested for Alligator at +1 speed. That's what it was. See, I did prep, and I forgot most of it. I don't even know why this one's 9 speed. I don't... Yeah, he's doing the intro to his video, which I had started before I told him that I was ready, because I thought that, yeah, look, Central's got Double Edge, because Double Edge is a suicide move, because it doesn't get Boon, so I'm probably going to go down to Sash, turn 1, and then I can Double Edge to KO myself, and then I'm like max attack, and Sucker Punch, I think KO's Haunter, because, you know, oh no, not Aaron. Okay, so they did not bring for Alligator or Sharpedo, which makes, no, they did bring Sharpedo. I'm just dumb. Battle Festival doubles. Ambi is spooky. Alright. Well, I meant to type game 1 in the first game, but instead I typed good luck, have fun. I'm a bit frazzled, you know. It's all good. Sometimes you just get a bit frazzled, you know. Actually, Breloom seems kind of really solid. I might go for a fast mode this game. Just the what, Rotom Gardevoir? Is that my fast mode lead? It's either Rotom Gardevoir or Rotom Hippo, I think. Rotom Hippo. Hippo means that I'm always going to get a KO into Crobat from sand damage. I think I'm going to go Rotom Hippo. And then... yeah, Breloom, and... is it going to be Mawile, or is it going to be a Pokemon that isn't Mawile? Did I have Esprit F? No. Well, I guess currently just like, these are the 3 options, so I think it's going to be Mawile. No, it could be Gardevoir. It could be Gardevoir. I'll bring Gardevoir. Oh no, not the funny Aaron strat! Yeah, so I'm just going to go for the Thunder, and... I mean, I could go for Volt Switch into Aaron, because I know it's got the funny Aaron strat, right? But I'm gonna go for the Thunder into, yeah, I'm just gonna double into the Crobat slot. I know that this is the sturdy set, but I have slack off on Hippo. I don't think Aaron gets quick attack. And it can't endeavor Rotom because Rotom's a ghost type, so. Yeah, I have Bullet Seed, so Breloom would be able to beat the Aaron strat consist. No, I missed. Alright, well that was my win condition, so that's very sad. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Protect here. Thunder again. I really should have just gone for Volt Switch, but you know, that wouldn't be funny meme. There we go. Okay. Breloom's seeming pretty good now. I really should just go for Volt Switch. Thunder was too dumb of a meme. I'm gonna go for Thunder and slack off. Yeah, okay, good. Unless they went for Endeavor, in which case it's bad. They did go for Endeavor. You know what? Maybe Endeavor is good, Brad. Okay? I said it. I think they're gonna Protect, so I'm just gonna Bullet Seed the Aaron. And go for slack off again. Yeah, they did. Okay, I just need 3 hits. I didn't get 3 hits?! Oh my god, am I gonna die to sand? Yeah. Ah! I should have gone for Crunch. That was dumb. Alright, well... I'm gonna Moonblast an Earthquake. Do I have a reason to Moonblast over Protecting? I don't think I do. What's the last one? Actually, I really should just be going for... Yeah, Moonblast and Earthquake, right? Okay, should have Protected, maybe. Subject to whatever the last one is. It's probably going to be Heatran, is the concern. I'm going to go for Protect and Trick Room, though, if Heatran comes out. Probably going to go for Protect and Trick Room, regardless. Yeah. No. I do not want to, Yeah, Heat Wave's not going to KO. Moonblast first attack drop is probably the best play. I'm going to slack off first, because I don't think that they'll KO me with the Heat Wave. And they might go for Protect. There's a few potential things they could go for, which I think slack off is good for. Okay, they went for Flash Cannon. I'm just gonna spam Earthquake. Now my Earthquake's single target, so it's doing more damage into the Heatran, which is nice. And they didn't get much information on my Gardevoir besides the fact that their Heatran set is slower than it. My brain's like, oh my god, they're gonna be a Assault Vest, they're gonna be a Assault Vest. And then I remember Assault Vest doesn't exist. Too much focus on the thing. So I know they're not specs, though I probably could have gleaned that information from the initial Heat Wave damage. The initial Heat Wave did... Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just getting leftovers, so the Heatran is, like, not really in, I think, too much of a winning position. Okay, never mind, it is. I have to slack off here. Yeah. And now I win. I think I win even if they get the burn. Yeah, I do. I should do. GG. Good games. We've only played one. Man, their team is scary and I hate it. I'm glad I broke God of War. So I'm going to lead the same pair, except I'm not going to click Thunder this time because Thunder missed last time and now it won't. And then I'm going to bring the same two at the back because I don't really see a reason not to. I am Technician, right? Yeah. That notification really wants me to click my game 3. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I have a reason to adjust. Because I'm pretty confident in my win. Yeah, I think I'm... Like, I want to see what they're adapting, like how they're adapting, rather than what they're adapting, how they're adapting. I feel like I can just Volt Switch an Earthquake here. Or I could Protect. I think I should probably Protect. Because I imagine they'll go for Fake Out into Hippo and protect the Sharpedo. If they have clicked both of their attacks first, then obviously I'm going to go into Breloom. And if they haven't, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing. Well, no, the only other option I have is to go into God of War, so I guess I'll do that. I might go on to Breloom anyways. They faked out the Ghost type? Alright, I'm going Breloom. They're either Liquidation or Crunching, right? I really expect them to protect the Sharpedo. Yeah, so I'm going to Mark Punch the Ambi and then Crunch. This covers for them double protecting. It's not worth it. I'm not actually that scared of Amber Bomb. So I'm gonna Mark Punch the Sharpedo and Crunch the Ambi instead. They brought a team that was really weak. I don't know why their Sharpedo was physical. I feel like special Sharpedo makes a lot more sense here. I guess I worry about Carmine Latios, maybe? Latios? I mean, look, they're the ones who put timer on. They're the ones running the timer down. I don't really get timer. Okay, cool. I made the correct play. Oh, I didn't even get the KO into... Okay, maybe I was overly scared of Amber Bomb in prep. Crobat and Heatran. Alright, there are two plays that they can go for here. They either protect the Heatran, or they don't protect the Heatran. I think either way, I'm incentivized to go for Protect and then Crunch into Crobat. I can either go Protect and Earthquake or Protect and Crunch, and I think it's Crunch. Oh, with a Quick Guard. Okay, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna go Hard Rotom and Protect. Because then I can Volt Switch and Earthquake. Bring Gardevoir. Crunch is gonna have put it in range of Volt Switch. Let's see if they go in for basically the same play. Nope. But the difference in their play is not very significant. Do I think it can? I don't really think it can fit. I don't really think that this Crobat set can fit Protect. And even if it does, I'm still happy with getting an Earthquake into Heatran. I'm breaking the Shuka. And then I'm going to Oko my Gardevoir, so I can bring Gardevoir in after. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, I bring Gardevoir in now. I think it's funny that they got the burn into the wrong one. Yeah, I'm just gonna Moonblast for damage, and I think I'm in range of a Flash Cannon here. No, if I'm going for damage, I should just Trick Room and Protect then. If my plan is to go for like a Spectacrop, right? Then there's if I'm planning on protecting the Hippo, then the best positioning I get the subsequent turn is Trick Room, and I'm not concerned about my positioning if I don't get Trick Room up, because I've still got the Breloom and the Rotom. Yeah, cool. They went for the Flash Cannon there, which is exactly what I predicted they would do. Yeah, I mean, that was exactly what I predicted they would do. So I'm just going to go for Protect and Earthquake. No, I'm going to switch into Rotom, because technically I should preserve information on the Citrus Berry. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Volt Switch and Earthquake, because Earthquake should get the KO. And Volt Switch doesn't reveal any new information if they get the double Protect up. They did. I'm just denying them a positional advantage, and they are continuously giving me leftovers turns, so that my Hippo is still in a strong position against the Heatran. GG. Well, I'm very lucky that they never brought up Jolteon. I thought that was maybe a bit weird. But yeah, I think them bringing Physical Sharpedo was a mistake. I think that Amber Bomb's not... I don't know. Double hit with Amber Bomb. It didn't do anything. I'm too used to Tail Slap Amber Bomb. That one is terrifying. And I've seen the double hit set put out some damage. I just was, yeah, not super impressed. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to join a call with them now, and we're going to break down the game. Hey James, how you doing?
How's it going? I don't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Hopefully he'll be able to hear me.
Say something again?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you. You're coming out of my speakers instead of my headphones. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's a Discord setting. You gotta go into the settings thing, and then into, I think, voice and
there
video.
We go.
There we go?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I just had my Discord settings weren't like computer default settings. So.
Yeah. I had that issue because I've got like a setup that I have to shift between like my work and my home computer on. When I've like had it on my work computer and I set it back, the Discord decides to go through my speakers again. it's a very interesting situation.
Similar
So
kind of stuff. Man, I was kicking myself that whole second battle. I can't believe I faked out into the Rotom. I'm so used to Rotom not being Ghost type. I did it twice.
You used to Rotom not being Ghost type?
Yeah. Well, who runs regular
funny.
Rotom? I mean.
Yeah. Look, I was expecting you to fake out and protect potentially, because I could have gotten the immediate volt switch into the thing. But yeah, obviously you're thinking it was not the ghost one.
Yeah, well, I was just like, oh,
I was really surprised. I was really surprised by
it's
physical
scarfed,
Sharpedo.
So I need to get my... Yeah, I need to get Sharpedo. Oh, you weren't expecting physical. That's interesting.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but physical did, like, no damage into Hippo.
Yeah, well, I knew it was going to be a 2-hit. I knew it was going to be a 2-hit, but I didn't think it would be...
yeah.
I didn't think it would be as, like, still not killing when it was at, what, like 70% or something?
Yeah, it did
like
66.
Yeah.
So, like, I think what Aaron had endeavored me, I'd gotten 2 tons of leftovers and a slack off, and I lived. Yeah. Just because you're doing so much more with special, as well as having Ice Beam for Breloom. Because you had the Quick Guard, right? But then, did you have Ice Beam anyways?
No, I had Poison Jab, actually.
Poison Jab, okay.
Yep, as my 4th.
That makes sense. Oh, some sense at least.
Yep. I was worried about the things I was most worried about was Vaporeon actually was pretty scary into a lot of my stuff. And I didn't have great answers for it. Jolteon was a last minute addition. Okay,
Jolteon was last minute. I was pretty scared of Jolteon.
And I had Haunter, Scarf Haunter in that spot instead.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I somehow brought a Trick Room team.
Yeah.
And then game 1, just because I felt like you couldn't answer Hippo and then Breloom very well, I was just like, oh, I can just bring the same team game 2.
Yeah, and...
I was really scared of Feraligatr, because I felt like if I gave Feraligatr 1 free turn, I just kind of lost the game there.
Yeah, so I was in kind of a similar position as last week versus Bohm, where Feraligatr just wasn't getting the KOs against your bulkier Pokemon, whereas the stab on Crunch was getting me there for like Latios, for Rotom, and for there was a third one that Crunch Sharpedo killed, but
I mean, I had the Scarf Rotom specifically for the Feraligatr at +1. I mean, Sharpedo itself, Feraligatr could run Crunch, obviously.
Yeah, well, but Sharpedo gets stabbed, which is more
it's
than
obviously better.
Sureforce Lightning. But yeah, regardless.
Yeah.
Oof, man, I
don't know. I was really scared coming into this game that you were just gonna roll over my team. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I brought like a wacky Trick Room team, which I don't think my team is really necessarily spec'd to bring at least.
That was definitely something I did not think I would have to prepare for.
Okay. But it was see, I looked at the team. I'm pretty sure like the first mons I had on my team was Sentret and Gardevoir.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, my team is definitely Trick Room weak. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Well, but I thought that my team was super weak to your Tailwind options because you didn't bring Medicham either.
True. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, between Gardevoir and Latios, Medicham was getting psychicked into oblivion.
Yeah, well, it's neutral psychic
generally,
and it's got decent spef, so I think it was probably living 1. But it probably doesn't live like a Draco from Solju. If I brought Solju, I don't know, it might. See, I've got the Mega Medicham brain going on right now, where I'm like incredibly scared of Mega Medicham from it being an absolute menace whenever I run into it in standard. So let me check whether a Dragon Fang Draco from Latios does Oka. So like a Solju boosted Draco would Oka, but a Psychic wouldn't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that I was more spooked by Ambipom, but then when I realized I was running like max HP on all of my mons, Ambipom just wasn't getting KO'd.
Yeah, it wasn't quite getting there.
Yeah, I think into Breloom it did like 70%, which is obviously really nice damage, but not KOing.
Yeah. And I actually had a like bulky Carnivine for a while, like Stockpile and Leech Seed.
That would have been terrifying.
Would have been rough for the team you brought.
Yeah. Did it have something to hit Breloom?
It was Crunch, Protect, Stockpile, Leech.
They probably would have lost to Breloom in the long game then, just because it wouldn't have been able to do anything besides hit it with resisted crunches.
Yeah. But
I had Force Palm to paralyze you. You know, it was.
Yeah, I was wondering whether you would have Force Palm or Mach Punch, but I didn't necessarily think you would have both.
Do you want to drop each other pace so that we can show what we brought? I had Mach Punch, Force Palm, Bullet Seed, Protect. I just figured that
sure.
I had Thunder on Rotom because that was my only way to Oko Crobat.
Yeah, the Thunder was. I was like, well, maybe I just win on a bunch of missed Thunders in a row.
Yeah. Look, I was like, so T-Bolt doesn't Oko max HP Crobat, so I gotta run Thunder. On you went max HP, I could have just run Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, it wasn't max HP anyway.
Yeah.
It was sashed.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess Sash. You would have still gotten Tailwind up, but then you would have died to Sand. Yeah, and I was right. You didn't have Protect.
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yep. No Protect. The final Gambit with extra steps with my level 1 Aaron.
Look, it was
about as successful as I was expecting it to be, if I'm being honest. But...
You say that like it didn't get a KO.
Yeah.
Because it did. It came in my Breloom.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because I only got 2 hits.
Technically, the Hippowdon
self-KO'd.
gets the indirect KO for that.
Look, when I put the match in, I'm gonna give it to the Aaron because the Aaron's definitely the one.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you could run. I know in actual VGC tournaments you can't run level 1 mons.
So
but
that's
I guess
the
in
difference
the
between
BDSP one.
Yeah. In actual BDSP, you can run level any level. It doesn't auto level you because there's no like ladder or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
that
how we
sense.
did our Little Cup tournament as well.
Right. That makes sense. I know there's just like VGC, like Little Cup VGC on sports. I think as like a draw format.
There's not Little Cup. There are Little Cup formats, but it's not VG. There's no doubles Little Cup on the sports server.
I'm surprised.
I actually asked about it, but
and then they said no.
They're like, yeah, that's a niche format for a niche format. We're not adding that one.
Actually, no. I think you're right. I think I saw that message. I think I saw that message in the sports server, like when you'd asked for that, but I hadn't like known you at the time yet.
Could very well be.
But yeah, it's like
Mixed
Jolteon
Mawile was
terrifying.
interesting.
So, Mawile is walled by Mawile's walled by Heatran, but with Focus Blast and 100th attack and a Life Orb boost, Focus Blast can 2-hit KO Heatran.
Can 2-hit kill it?
Yeah, 2-hit KO.
Before I can kill it with Heat Waves?
Probably not, but it was mostly just about getting damage, because like you saw, my Earthquake was doing... Like, I think this does like 60, well, so then between like the
it was
EQ
around
and
60
the Focus Blast, right? Yeah.
With a Shuka Berry.
Yeah. So like, I think I was generally fairly confident that if I was in the position, like, I was probably going to have some chip on Heatran. My only mon that was technically walled by Heatran was the Gardevoir. Like, the Rotom, the Breloom, the Hippo all get really solid damage into it, and then Mawile has this, and then even my Sentret had Sucker Punch, just for... Like, I had this brilliant tech
to be able to do something, yeah.
I need to suicide my Sentret, so I'm going to run Max Attack Double Edge.
Oh, nice. Sure.
It's like, it doesn't get Boom, but it does get Double Edge.
Yeah. Which is, explosion with extra steps.
So you did have Thief for the Rotom. So what would you? What was the decision you would have made turn 1 if you hadn't faked out the Rotom? Because I was expecting you to fake out the Hippo and Protect.
Yeah. So my other option would have been I had to Protect with the Sharpedo, right?
Yep.
Because that puts me back ahead of you.
Yeah.
Your max speed by 1 point.
Yes.
So the Sharpedo Protect was more or less I had to do that.
Yeah.
And then I would have either probably faked out the Hippo or I don't know, maybe Thief into it if I had remembered. But I think your Rotom would still have been faster, right?
Yeah, because I was Scarfed, so I would have Volt Switched out on the Ampom and gone into Breloom regardless. I was really hoping that you would go for like Fake Out and Protect, because I was really kind of worried that you might go for like a Predict into the Rotom after you had done the like when Sharpedo hadn't moved, but luckily you just went for the Liquidation into Hippo, which I was pretty confident I was fine. The Quick Guard on Crobat, that was spooky. I'm very glad I like protected to see what your play was there. I didn't even realize it got Quick Guard off the top of my head.
So I didn't realize it got Quick Guard until today. I was like, Crobat has to be a good bring here, but
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure, other than like Tailwind and an attacking move, what the moveset was going to be. I was looking through it and I was like, there's kind of a lot of
you have a lot
priority
of uses. I don't have any.
messes up a lot of my plans.
Yeah.
And you have good priority. Sucker Punch, Mach Punch. Well, Sucker Punch and Mach Punch, but those are good priority moves.
They absolutely are. Absolutely are.
And so, yeah, let's bring the quick
Do I have
guard
a good
and
Sucker
then.
Punch user, or is my only Sucker? I have Ice Shout as well. Or is my only Sucker Punch user Sentret? Oh, Mawile.
Well,
I guess.
Mawile also gets Sucker Punch.
It's not boosted by the sheer force though, so I don't know if I. Yeah, I was
I mean.
Yeah, I think that my thought process was, sorry, like when I don't know if I enunciated this, but like when I saw that you didn't have, my brain is already forgetting the Pokemon I was talking about earlier.
Medicham.
Yeah, Medicham. When I saw you didn't have Medicham, I was like, okay, I don't need to lead the Fake Out Trick Room lead. Sorry, the Sentret Trick Room lead, because that was like my plan if you did have Medicham. Because I knew that Ambipom was probably never going to be getting the KO into Gardevoir. So it was like, oh, well, worst comes to worst. I double protect turn 1, and then I follow me in Trick Room, and I felt that you were pretty unlikely to be able to both Oko the Sentret with its Focus Sash, and then also Oko the Gardevoir. But then you led a team that seemed fairly focused around just getting Tailwind up, which is. Oh yeah, so then I led the Rotom so that I could Thunder into the Crobat.
Team is good at. Yeah, so double hit would have done 72 to 85 into the Gardevoir.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That would have.
Ambipom,
that's
bit
just
sad without the Adamant, right? It's a lot sadder without Tail Slap. Is it Revenge?
Yeah.
What's Revenge for? Do I have a Steel that isn't Mawile? Yes, I do. It's Skarmory. They're both neutral to fighting.
They're both neutral, but I had no your Steel's absolutely walled Ambipom.
Yeah.
Without a fighting type move, and even though Revenge is
base
minus
60.
priority.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting a Technician boost.
And
or it's 120.
If I'm boosting.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Then it's super effective into Skarmory.
There you go. It's even better than I thought it was.
Luckily, Skarmory was not going to be a good bring, because I was expecting Special Sharpedo, I was expecting the Heatran, which did come, I was expecting the Jolteon, which did come, and then Medicham can probably muscle through Skarmory anyways, just because it's kind of crazy. And then for Alligator, I think sets up probably faster than Skarmory does, because Skarmory doesn't have Body Press, so I'm really just using Sword Stance to boost. Yeah, there was like so much that I thought about this other thing, and then I forgot most of it, because it's been a while since I prepped. And I'm like looking over this team, I'm like, I think I messaged Jordan, I'm like, you ever just built a team so long ago that you don't remember what it does?
And then you forget what it does. Yeah, that's why I try to do my prep for the week in that week.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I am at another time where I should be learning the lesson that taking notes lets you remember what your team does. However, it's been 4 years of me not learning it, and nothing seems to be changing.
Oh yeah, like as you're prepping, copy down the calcs. Yeah.
Look, like like Jordan with his.
I'll start doing that one day.
With his PowerPoints. Yeah, I'll start doing that one day. Been saying that since 2018, but one day.
Yeah. All right, man.
It was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, and in spite of my forgetting Rotom as a ghost type, it was a good match. And
we'll trade off the Thunder Dodge with the Fake Out. Yeah, Thunder Dodge game one, Fake Out game two.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck in the playoffs. And yeah, you got at least one more battle.
At least. I still got Tsukaba.
Oh right, yeah. And you've got your week 5 battle also.
Yeah, we're playing week 6, I think. I don't know.
Or week 6. Yeah.
The one before this week. I mentioned this at the start of the thing, and I'm playing it in your morning, which is just like my evening. But yeah. Have a great evening, and definitely all of you guys subscribe to James. Also subscribe to me, leave a comment, like the video, watch James's video in full.
You don't have to watch the conversation twice.
No, you do.
Watch that one.
For the watch time.
Oh, for the watch time.
That's why I'm saying in full.
You gotta get those YouTube stats up.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Well, yep.